Alright, hello. This is a quick video tutorial on how to use the online results website for the WIAA 1B-2B-1A track and field champs on May 25 to 27 at Zeffel Stadium in Yakima, Washington. So I'm going to just show you. So here's show you my iPhone. So here's my iPhone with the online results website, and so I'm going to switch to the view on the phone and kind of walk you through this. Okay, so here's the phone with the website on it. You can see all the events that I have on my calendar. So you want to just use your finger and scroll down to the WIAA 1B-2B-1A track champs, and you can click on it and it'll come up with all the information for the event. If you click on the Meet Info button right below the date, the little orange box, if you click on that, that'll take you to the WIAA website for the event. And from there you can also look at other information, the live results links for the 2A, 3A, 4A meet. You can see all the individual heat sheets, event schedule, all that information, also all the facility map. So if I can click on facility map, you can see a facility map for Zeffel Stadium and all the other information, state records, contacts, also all the sponsors for WIAA. Make sure to visit them and help support WIAA. So I'll go back to the online website. So as you use your finger to scroll down, and you can see all the events, and you can click on any one of them to see the start list for the event. So we'll just take an example here. We'll go to the boys 1A-1B prelim. Actually, let's do boys 1A-1A prelim. So you can click on that and it'll show you all the data for that. It'll show you the advancement formula. If you scroll down, you can see all the start lists, what lanes the athletes are in, their seed time, what school they're from, etc., etc. If you click on records, so next to the advancement, if you click on records, it'll show you the records in addition to all the start list data. And then you can also click on performance lists. That's just a ranking of all the athletes in order of time, so you can see fastest athlete, etc., etc. If you click on an athlete, say like Reggie Witherspoon 3, you can see his grade, his age, and you can see all the events that he's entered in for the event, for the championships. So for Reggie's case, he's in 100-meter dash and also the 200-meter dash. The reason why it says 100-1A then 100-A prelim is because there are prelims for the sprinting events, and then so the prelim will be the prelim, and the normal 100-1A is the finals event. And then to just get out of this kind of drop down box, just click his name and it'll go back. Okay, so let me go. If you want to go back to the event list to show all the events for the day, just go in the upper right corner where it says event list and it'll take you back. Okay, so if we go to like a field event, say girls discus throw 1A, it'll show the records, it'll show all the start lists, school name, their seed mark, etc. And again, if you click on an athlete, you can see what other events they're entered into. All right. So the time schedule is also here, so you can see the start time for every event. And as you scroll, it'll have all the events, and it'll all be on here for you. Any event that doesn't have athletes entered says unseated, like this girls discus throw wheelchair. We had no athletes in that event, so it shows unseated. Otherwise, all the events will show start list. Okay, in the upper left corner, next to the GC Racing logo, is 3 little horizontal lines. When you click on that, you also get a breakdown of all the sessions and their respective events. If you click on one, say Thursday Field Event Session 1, you'll also see all the events and their status, start list, if they've been scored, if they're in progress, etc., etc. Okay, to show team scores, you're going to click on the star, and then you need to click back over in the open space to the right of this white window. Now there aren't any scores right now, so that's why it's not showing any. So let me go to a past event so you can see what all this looks like when it's more completed. So if I go down to the WIAA District 1 2A meet, so here's what it will look like when the event is, when there's data entered and the events are showing, data and so forth. So the first thing, what will be different on the state one is, as opposed to showing the scores where it shows here, it'll show a button that'll say team scores. Let me see if I can find you an example. Okay, so here's an example, and the reason why it does this is because there's so many different classifications and so many team scores. To list it all on the main page, it would get really hard for you to navigate and be able to find stuff. So it'll show like this. It'll show team scores right at the top in the blue button, where you can then click on it, and then you'll be able to see, in this case it was a middle school meet, but you'll be able to see all the team scores. So it'll be, 1B boys, 2B boys, 1A boys, 1B girls, 2B girls, 1A girls, etc. And it'll show all the team scores. And then also, if you click on where it says score breakdown, it'll then show you a breakdown of all the scores. And you can move each box to the right. All the events are listed at the top, 100, 200, 400, 800. And then all the individual scores for each individual team will be listed to give you a breakdown of each team's performance in every event. Okay. So going back, so this is a meet already done or already completed, but it just gives you an idea of what it'll look like when you are viewing the state meet data. Okay, so going back to this District 1 2A meet, so as you notice, if the event is scored, it'll say scored. And in this case, so the first thing it'll do for all the prelim events, it'll actually say done. So once we have all the heats entered for, say, like boys 110 hurdles, it'll say done. The only time it'll say scored is after we've done the finals. So if I click on the boys 110 hurdles prelims, you're going to see all the prelim data. So this is all the results from the prelims. Runner, their name, their place, their time. The little number below the time is the win reading for that particular heat the runner was in. And then it shows if, say, like they broke a record or if a record was matched, and it'll also show whether they advance to the finals or not. The big Q in green means they were the winner of their heat. The small Q in orange means they were the next fastest time. And so then you can scroll down and see all the athletes that'll be, you know, in the prelims and etc. Again, if you click on an athlete, it'll show you all the other events that they were entered into, and if those events have results, it will show those results as well. Okay. On field events, there are no prelims, so it's all finals. So if I click on boys pole vault, it'll then show all their data. Depending on how big your phone is, the data may, so for example, on just Charlie Pearson versus 12 feet 2 inches, how it takes up 2 rows to make 12 feet 2 inches. If you're on a bigger phone, like a 14 Pro, it'll look a little cleaner. Okay. The other thing, when the event is scored, it'll show the points that each athlete received, team points. Okay, so then when we're down in the final section, where it's just, so this will be what the finals looks like, again, the results of the athlete, etc. You can also click on results by heat. I'll show you, so if I go to the prelims button, results by heat, you can then see all the results by heat, all the win ratings, etc. Okay, now some other little cool perks is if you click on, say, like a distance race, boys 1600 meter run, for example, again, you'll get all the results, team points, etc. Now, where it says results, if you click on the next button over where it says splits, this will show all the lap splits for the race for each runner. And you can just use your finger to move it over to see all the lap splits for the race. The best split will be highlighted in yellow. And then again, you get results by heat, start list, etc. Okay. And lastly, for the field events, say we click on, let's do shot put, for example. So again, you have the results. If you click on field series, you'll see all the marks entered for all the athletes' throws in that event. It'll show English and metric, and it'll highlight the best mark. Also, if it's a foul on the attempt, it'll show foul, and if they've passed, it'll show P. And if there is no mark, it says M. Okay. And then on, say, high jump, along high jump and pole vault, so if we say girls high jump, and you do field series, it'll show all the attempts at every height that the athlete did and whether they made the attempt or if they missed, and etc. And this is very helpful when we determine the placement, because since we enter all the marks, we then let the computer do the tie breaking, and it works very well and it does it correctly. Okay. Alright, so that's just a quick tutorial on how the online system works. Again, all the results for the event will be posted on the website, and if we go back, you can go to all meets. And the only thing is, if you go to an event, if you go to a different event and come back to the state event, make sure to refresh your browser. There's a small bug in the program where it'll show the team scores from the event you were viewing last. It's kind of weird. So just go down and refresh your browser screen, and it'll get rid of those team scores, which is from a little bug in the program. But otherwise, here's all the events for the state meet this coming week. And you can, again, click each one to see the start list, the advancement formula, and everything that you would want to know. All right. Yep. So at Zeffel Stadium, they will have free Wi-Fi that people can use to view the online results, which will be very helpful. And then you'll be able to see all the data using your phone. You can also view this on a computer. It's just a website, and it'll work. Here's a QR code for the event as well that you can share. And this will take you directly to the event website, and you can see all the data like we're viewing now. Again, if you want to see this on a normal computer, this is what it'll look like. Again, you can click on the event, and you can see all the data as well. Okay, the one last thing is I'm going to upload a button. So we have meet info. I'm going to upload a button that'll also take you to the live stream for the event. It's on the NFHS network. There is a small subscription fee to pay to watch the live stream, but at least it'll be an easy way for you to be directed to the live stream in order to watch it. The live stream is being produced by Eli Sports Broadcasting and also the WIAA, so make sure to check them out at Eli Sports. I think it's ESN, Eli Sports Network. You can search that on Google. And so if anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to WIAA. Justin Kesterson is the WIAA person in charge, so feel free to reach out to him. His email is on the WIAA webpage right here, so you can reach out to him with any questions you have or sponsorship opportunities for the event and so forth. So I hope everybody has a great time at the event. It's going to be an amazing event, amazing weather, amazing athletes competing from all over the state. And we look forward to having everybody there and having a great time. Alright, so I'll wrap this video up. And we'll go back here. Alright, thank you so much.